What is up, YouTube? Today I'm doing part 4 on this thing. I thought I was done working on this thing, but no. Turns out there's still a couple things wrong with this thing that I gotta fix. So, one of which is this thing was like really fast. I wanted to make a video of me showing you guys how fast this thing can go before I slowed it down. I didn't get to it, but I did make a video. Me and my friend goofing off on this thing. He jumped in his truck, I jumped on this thing, and we rode down to the soccer field by my house, and we were just doing burnouts in the gravel parking lot, and then we took off. So I do have that video. I am going to upload that probably tomorrow or the next day. Not really entirely sure when I'm going to get to editing that thing and uploading it. So just know I do have footage of showing how fast this thing can go. I did jump on this thing once and took my speedometer thing, and this thing, I didn't get to throttle it completely, and I was going uphill, and I still got to 25 miles an hour, which is pretty fast, and that wasn't topping it off. I was going uphill and I was not topping it off. So this thing probably goes 30 miles an hour, which it's awesome, but it's too fast for this thing. I want this thing to be off-road, and I want it to have power. Right now it doesn't really have that much power, so therefore today we're going to give this thing power. We're going to give this thing a new seat, because right now this seat does not work. Your butt slides off, and it's seriously dangerous. The only way to hold on is with your feet, and you have a foot brake, so therefore if you're going around a curve and you're holding on with your feet and you got to slow down, you're screwed, because the only way to slow down is to take your foot off and hit the brake. So I'm going to add a new brake to this thing. We're going to do a couple things to this thing. First off, the seat. I wanted to order a seat. Really didn't want to wait. I really didn't want to wait a week for the seat to get here. Plus, I just spent over $500 fixing the heater in my truck, getting it prepared for winter. So I'm broke right now, so I can't buy a seat, so therefore I had to take the seat off of the really old mini bike that I have, which has no motor in it because we took the motor out and put it on something else. So here's the seat off of the really old mini bike that I had for how many years. It's worn, but it works. It's torn in some spaces, but it works just fine. It has enough cushion to where it works just fine. So let me take this off. That seat sucks, and this is what this thing looks like with the mini bike seat. It looks pretty cool. So that works. All I gotta do is figure out how to put it on. The second thing we're gonna do, let's take that off for now, is put a secondary shaft on here. So here's the sprockets I have. I've figured out that these will be the best ones, which is also good because I already had these. I don't have to go buy anything. Have the bearings, have the axle, everything works out. Here's the hub that I'm going to use for this sprocket. So one thing I'm kind of not really sure about, it's going to be an issue, but it's no big deal. No big deal. I wanted to put the bearing right here, offset of the frame, because I don't like drilling holes in the frame. It weakens it, but the chain's in the way, so, and I can't move the motor anywhere because I have everything set up. So what I'm gonna have to do is just put the bearing on here. I'm gonna take a bolt, weld it onto the, it's hard holding everything with one hand, weld one bolt onto here. It is slanted, so therefore this bearing is gonna be just a little bit awkward. It's gonna be right next to my foot, which is a little scary, but no big deal. So that'll work. I'll figure that out somehow. I will have to, because I welded that sprocket onto the axle, I will have to grind off my welds, slide it down just a little bit, and re-weld it. Hopefully that's hopefully I won't screw up anything with the axle. If so, I'm gonna be very pissed off. So, and we are adding a second brake to this thing. Not sure how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna add the brake right here. It's gonna work out just great because it has to, because this thing has to have more than one brake. So gotta figure that out also. So I got my work cut out for me. And first things first, let's figure out the secondary shaft. Somebody's calling me. Okay, finally finished the gearing. Looks pretty cool. It looks a little really crowded in here, but whatever. It looks just fine. So went out for a test drive, and holy crap, this thing has power. It's really slow, but for something this size, it's perfect. You know, this thing just has an incredible power. This thing can definitely do wheelies, even with that 25-pound weight on the front. But so yeah, gearing is awesome. It's perfect. It looks kind of cool too. So next step, let's put on the seat. Okay, so I'm pretty much done working on this thing right now. There's one or two more things I want to do to this thing, but it's pretty much it for right now. Right now, I've pretty much gotten to putting the seat on. I did want to get a brand new mini bike seat, but I am broke, so therefore I can't. I did put a second brake on this thing. I did put a drum brake on the centrifugal clutch. Works great. Doesn't interfere with it rotating unless I tighten it up. Works perfect. Even has this little locking thing right here that I can lock the brake, just like that. And so yeah, that works great. It does make it look kind of really crowded over here. Plus, it's like right next to my foot. So I am going to be wanting to put a like a guard over here just to protect me my leg from the hot exhaust pipe. And this thing, I just don't want my pant leg getting caught in the chain, because that sucks. So so yeah, pretty easy. Did that, and I also put wheelie bars on this thing because I you know, put a lot more gear reduction on this thing. This thing just has nothing but power. You hit the gas and the front end just lifts up. This thing just does incredible wheelies. It's so much fun. So yeah, I had to put wheelie bars on this thing. When I first put it on, I put them on almost straight, so therefore you know, when you do a wheelie, these the front tire got 2 feet off the ground, which doesn't sound that much, but when you're on something this small, going up a hill, and it feels like you're about to fall off or something. So therefore, I had to cut it right here, bend these down a little bit, and re-weld it right here, just so it doesn't, you know, lift up as much. Right now, it's probably like around a foot to foot and a half, somewhere around there, that the front tires lift up when you're doing a wheelie. So it doesn't sound like much, but when you see it, it just looks really cool. Plus you're able to ride it. These are just cheap skateboard wheels. I have no idea how long these are gonna last. These are probably just gonna burn out in no time. So so yeah, pretty much done working on this thing. This thing, now that I put gear reduction on, I put a second brake on here, because what was scary about this thing is you know, with this thing, there's really not that much to hold on to except for your feet. And if you're going around a corner if you're going around a left corner, you're holding on with your right foot, and you got to slow down. You got to lift up your foot to hit the brake. Now that's pretty scary. So therefore, I did want to add a handbrake to this thing, and so I did. So this thing is done. Like I said, I want to do a couple more things to it. Add the guard, and I also want to make a some kind of bracket over here, so I can take that 25-pound weight that I had on here, so I can easily put it on and off. Just so if I'm you know, taking this thing trail riding, I'm not going to be wanting to just do wheelies on this thing. I'm actually going to want the front wheels to have traction. So I do want to be able to have that 25-pound weight be able to easily put on and off. So I still need to do that, but I'm not going to do that anytime soon. Soon enough for this video. So so this is probably the end of part 4. So I'm not going to do part 5, of course, because this thing is done. Part 5 will be of me and my friend just having fun with this thing, just riding it. I already have uploaded a video before I worked on this thing, before I added the second brake, before I added the new seat, and before I added the gear reduction. Me and my friend just took this thing down to the my soccer field down the road and just did a bunch of burnouts. So I think I uploaded, yeah, I uploaded that today. So, and then, so yeah, hopefully there's going to be a lot of cool videos of this thing, because this thing is super fun to ride. It looks really cool. It sounds really cool. So, one other thing before I go, I'm wanting to paint this thing because this frame's already starting to rust. I'm not sure what color yet. I did have an idea of neon green. What do you guys think this thing would look like neon green? I don't know. Write in the comments. Tell me what you think about it. What if I could do something like the frame would be neon green, and then the handlebars, the tie rods, this stuff, the gears, everything that's not like can come off of the motor, can come off of the frame, be a different color. I'm not really sure. Let me know in the comments below. See what you think about that idea. Neon green. I don't know. I think it would look pretty cool. I don't know. So again, thank you for watching. Subscribe and have a nice day.